Shalom, everyone. We know the ancient promise that Father gave to Abraham. He says, I will bless those that bless you, and I will curse those that curse you. And indeed, ancient empires were blessed greatly when they favored Israel. We remember the king of Babylon, we remember the king of Persia, but they also had been completely destroyed and disappeared into dust and ashes when they went against Israel. We saw the Roman Empire, the Greek Empire, the Byzantine Empire, and so on. Now, what I want to share with you is absolutely shocking so that you can just understand the level of anti-Semitism in Europe and its prophetic implications and the judgment that will come to Europe because of this. So look what's happening here. We have this Jewish singer, Eden Golan. She's 20 years old. She's not a politician. She's not involved into politics or anything like that at all. But just by the fact that she happens to be Jewish and that she happens to be Israeli, she was completely boycotted at the Eurovision musical contest of 2024. And look what happened. I used to be in Sweden about 20 years ago. I was there for about a month. It was a very prosperous society, no crime, no trash, no homeless, almost no cops in the streets. It was pretty safe, almost no crime, almost no murder, anything like that at all. But this has changed through massive Islamic immigration, and look how a first world country now looks like a drug cartel run Colombian neighborhood. This Eden Golani singer, when she went to the arena for the final concert, she needed to be escorted by a convoy of 100 police officers. Her convoy was about 20 police cars and one helicopter flying over her head. So look at the security. This is the security that the US president had when visiting a country like Afghanistan or Iraq, or when a high-ranking American diplomat had when visiting Colombia during the worst days of the drug cartels and terrorism. So this is what's happening. They have turned a secured, prosperous first world country like Sweden into a ghetto like a Colombian drug cartel run neighborhood, or some mafia ghetto of Venezuela, or some crazy place in Afghanistan. That someone that is not a diplomat, someone that doesn't hold any political views whatsoever, is just a singer, is just 20 years old, needs to be escorted by 100 police officers and one helicopter. That tells you that the West is gone. The West is destroyed, because now they do it to Eden Golan. Tomorrow, these thugs, they will do it to every Bible believer. At the beginning, they come as innocent, but once they become the majority, they chop off your head. That's the reality of that aggressive, radical ideology in the Islamic countries. So just pray, because the level of anti-Semitism is outrageous. Now, I'm going to give you the second part of the story. She had by far the best song of the context. Her voice is amazing. She's a very talented singer, but because of bias against Israel, she ended up on the 5th place. She ended up on the 5th position. Now, the winner happens to be Switzerland, and the guy that won the contest is kind of a transsexual, whatever guy. His song is an absolute fiasco, absolute garbage. Anyone at the Philharmonic of Vienna, Buenos Aires, Paris, Napoli, you name it, they will tell you his music is garbage. Yeah, and when you analyze the lyrics, it's actually a very satanic melody, talking about going to hell and coming back to hell, mocking the existence of the Almighty. So it's in terms of the musical structure is absolute garbage. In terms of lyrics, it's actually demonic and satanic. On the other hand, you have Evan Golan, very talented Israeli singer. She has an amazing voice. Her lyrics are very profound because correlate with what happened on October 7, and it's about during difficult times of darkness still finding hope. So very profound lyrics. And then she gets boycotted by this anti-Israeli bias and ends up in the 5th position, and the world gives the credit to this Satanist. So what are we expecting here? Huge judgment to come. There's huge judgment to come to Europe, because what the society is telling you, the spiritual background of this is that the world is choosing the devil above light. They are choosing darkness versus light. So there's going to be a massive judgment coming to Europe, and Europe is being already judged. Massive Islamic migration is destroying the country and is transforming once upon a time prosperous, secure, safe Europe into some kind of a drug cartel run Colombian neighborhood. This is amazing. So pray about this and stay sober, because we are in the end of days. Thank you and shalom.